Okay, so the first thing we're gonna look is we're doing loose passing. So we're gonna go over some of the camping stuff that New Wave uses. We're gonna look at Toreando passing first and some of our goals from Toreando passing. So when we're looking at the Toreando pass, we're looking to create movement and a big reaction from our opponent. So if I have my partner here, it's gonna be really difficult to move her if she's kind of like dead weight, just limp. So if I'm trying to move her around and she's just really limp, she's pretty heavy, so it's gonna be hard to move her. So we want to create tension through her body and get her to tense up. So when she's tensed up, it's easy to kind of throw her around. So to do this, we're gonna use feints. So just like in wrestling or like boxing and stuff, we're gonna use, like you would feint a jab, but we need to actually sell this. Most people just kind of throw the legs to the side or do this, and she's nice and loose and can just keep following me. So we need to create tension by, we're gonna tense our body up as we throw this to one side and actually try to sell that I'm going to this side. Even though, I'm gonna have to probably do a couple to get my Toreando pass, but we need to try to sell this first one. So I'm gonna look to throw her legs to this side and start stepping my back leg to get past her hips. So I'm not just gonna lazily throw this, I'm gonna have tension through here and actually throw this to the side to where now she has to do a big reaction where I'm past her guard. Yeah, this is what we're looking for, the tension here, because then I can throw to the other side and get past the guard like this. And it might take you a couple of tries, like 1, 2, 3, but you will eventually get past because I'm gonna be able to move faster than she can recover because I'm on my feet. I can throw, she recovers, I go here, maybe she comes back. I get my third one and I'm here. So once we get past the legs, I'm just gonna go over right now just briefly what the camping position is, and then next week we'll cover some more responses from there. So we get our Toreando, I do my step, I get past her legs. This is all I'm looking for, right past the hips. This is called the J point. They call it that because this is where she's in jeopardy of getting her guard passed. So this is all I'm looking for here. I'm gonna take my right hand and make a gooseneck grip on her hip right here. And then I'm gonna look to take the left hand and just intercept her knee. She's obviously gonna try and recover her guard here. So I need to intercept both legs. So I'm stopping her top one with my goose grip, stopping the bottom one just right here on the knee. And what's important is we're gonna crash the far shoulder. So take our head this way. I played around with this a little. If your head's too low, they can start to guillotine you or push it away. So you really need to make sure it's at the far shoulder as close as you can get. So I'm gonna go the goose grip here, and then just here. And we're just gonna play from here for now. We're just gonna stay in this position, try to keep our distance because she's gonna be wanting to turn into me and recover. So we just need to be diligent about keeping our feet away because what she wants to do is hook her bottom leg, hook the bottom, turn. She wants to hook her bottom leg to take some of this weight off of here. So we need to be diligent if she's trying to do that, to try and just pummel our legs around and keep her away. So what this does here is it's gonna put pressure on her core. So we can sit here for minutes at a time while she's just exhausting her core and just hold her in this position. And as soon as her knee starts moving away, then we can move in for our pinning positions. So scoot back a little into the camera. So her legs here are in somewhat of a low position. You can pick them up. We're gonna go into our Toreando. We're gonna go here, 2, 3, throw them by. Immediately look for this goose grip. And then as she's coming in, we're gonna intercept and head to the far shoulder. All right, so we're here. Feet are low, pick them up. We're gonna go do our 1, 2, throw it, goose grip here, just gripping on the hip to block this as she's coming in. Block, and then crashing the far shoulder. So either far shoulder or chest, you just wanna be in this kind of diagonal area because we don't want her to start getting, her back up off the mat and coming up. So I'll show it once more from here. 1, 2, through, get in the goose grip. As she's recovering, I'm going to intercept the knee and just look to crash the far shoulder. More than likely, she'll be crunched up for a while, so I won't be able to just intercept or go into my pin. So we'll probably have to play a waiting game here. As her core wears out, you can put more heat on her by starting to really drive your weight in. As her core wears out and that falls, you can just move into whatever pinning position you want. So that is going to be our goal for now, just a basic Toreando pass. Feet are really low. We're just going to pick them up. Next, we're going to look at what to do when their feet are kind of in the middle range. It's just going to be a little variation on the Toreando. All right, so now we're going to look at a Toreando. It's a variation on it. When she's more in the mid range, it's going to be kind of hard to throw her legs to the side. So we're going to look to pin them with a shin on shin type position. So if she's got, go on your back, more middle range here, where her feet are kind of up, where she can kind of kick them around and everything, we're going to look to take just a regular grip here, and we're going to invert our grip on the far leg. So if I want to pass to this side, my far arm is going to be inverted to prevent her from just high stepping over and recovering her guard. So we're going to take a regular grip here, straight grip, inverted grip, and we're going to look to step. And then as she's facing me, I'm going to go shin to shin and just pressure in here. I need to keep this because if I don't, then she can just high step and now we reset. So it's very important when you do this to keep this leg to prevent her. The reason we do the supinated grip is because if I go here, she can literally just swim it out. So if I go here, the only way she can break my grip is to go up, and I can just follow her, and you can either stack pass or stay here, and we're going to go into the camping. So from here, take our left hand on the knee, put pressure on her. You can either wait for her to put pressure back. If she does, I'm just going to throw it to the side. Either go knee on belly, or when you throw it to the side, you're already in this camping position. Just keep your hand here and go ahead and swim this one to the inside and come back and crash the far shoulder. So we're here similar. She's got it kind of mid-range, so it's probably going to be hard to do this because she can just kick her feet around. So I'm going to go supinated. I'm passing to this side, step, shin to shin. Just pressure here and keep a hold of this one. When we're ready to go, left hand over the knee. You can either go without her pushing, or a lot of times I push a lot of weight in, so they'll push back, throw it to the side. Just swim this one in. You go from here, straight to the far hip, and then crash the far shoulder, like so. I'll show one from this side so you can see she has them kind of mid-range, straight grip, supinated grip. I'm gonna go ahead and step and pressure in here. This will keep her planted, so there's no need to do the movement. This is more of like a pressure type standing pass. So we're gonna keep the pressure here. This hand on the knee. We're gonna look to get a push-pull. Push that away. Just swim this one to the far hip. Make sure to keep the goose grip so she doesn't just swim her leg in and then start recovering. So we're gonna go here, goose grip, and then you're gonna crash the far shoulder. A lot of times they'll come up into you to prevent the pass, and that's when you'll crash the far shoulder and just play from this position here until you can get your pin.